Hey everyone, my name is Nathan Cooper and welcome back to SIS Film Breakdowns. This week we're taking a look at a head-to-head prospect matchup between Central Arkansas and North Dakota State. For Central Arkansas, cornerback Robert Rochelle, and for North Dakota State, quarterback Trey Lance and offensive tackle Dillon Radunz. Let's get a little background on these guys before we jump into the film. Robert Rochelle is listed at an estimated 6 feet 1 3/8 inches, 195 pounds. He's a fifth-year senior for Central Arkansas who ran the 100 meters in 10.8 seconds back in high school, which was good enough for third in the state of Louisiana. Now for the Bison, Trey Lance is listed at an estimated 6'3" even, 221 pounds. He's a one-year starter and only a third-year sophomore who was a captain and all-conference player in both football and basketball as a prep athlete. Finally, Dillon Radunz is listed at an estimated 6 feet 5 1/4 inches, 298 pounds at left tackle. He's a fifth-year senior from Minnesota who was a two-year starter in high school, winning back-to-back state titles. Now let's get into the film, first with Central Arkansas and Rochelle. This play is from this season against UAB, and Rochelle is lined up at the bottom of the screen to the right of the offense. At the snap, he gets a short curl from the receiver, and though we can see some tightness in his hips, he shows quick recognition and bursts to close on the receiver. Once Rochelle meets the receiver, he does a good job locating the ball and stripping it loose to force the fumble, and even shows the athleticism to pick it up himself and take it in for the score. Now let's shift back to 2019 when Central Arkansas took on Western Kentucky. Rochelle is again at the bottom of the screen to the right of the offensive formation. Now at the snap, he gets a fade to the back corner of the end zone. The receiver does a good job here of getting Rochelle to slightly bite inside, which puts him out of position. However, he's able to close on the ball and uses good hands and awareness, disrupt the catch point, and pull the ball out for an incompletion. Now the other angle shows how much ground that Rochelle really had to make up here, and then the ability to get his hands in the right place to defend the pass. From the same game, Rochelle is still in that same position, wide to the right of the offense, and gets a go route from the receiver across from him. Rochelle is able to turn and run with him, and then does a great job of locating the football and showing his athleticism, being able to go up and make a great interception here. Including this season, in 38 games played, Rochelle has 87 tackles with 10 interceptions and 35 pass defenses. After a 2019 season that saw him make 44 stops and 5 interceptions, he was named a first-team All-American by the AFCA. Rochelle is a little stiff in his transition and can get caught flat-footed on occasion, but his size, athleticism, and physicality are going to fit what a lot of NFL teams are looking for at the cornerback position. Now let's move on to North Dakota State and start with quarterback Trey Lance. This first play is from the Illinois State game in the middle of last season. Now working right to left, he's going to get a go route from the number 1 and then an out from number 2 right here. And then on the left side, he's going to get a deep drag from the number 2 and then a dig behind it from the number 1. Now at the snap, Lance works the right side of the field as the go works as a clear out for the out route. Once that's covered, he works to the middle of the field with the drag and then moves backside to the dig before delivering a perfect ball on the face mask. From the end zone angle, we can really see where his eyes go as he starts to the right and then he starts to go to the middle of the field before working back to the dig across the middle, showing his arm strength to deliver a great pass. Let's take a look at the Northern Iowa game now and watch Lance push the ball down the field. It's a play action look and he's going to get a fade from number 2 on the right side. Lance sees the matchup quickly and then puts the ball in a perfect spot in the back of the end zone where his receiver makes a great catch in the back of the end zone for a touchdown. Now this play is from the Montana State game and is going to show his ability to extend the play, which is one of his best traits. Now at the snap, he immediately looks to the left, and as pressure comes, he escapes out that way. As his receivers are still unable to get free from coverage and another defender approaches, Lance then works out to the right where he finally finds a receiver pull away free down the field. It's a great job by Lance to not only show poise in the pocket and extend the play, but also keep his eyes down the field to find the open receiver. Trey Lance has started one season at North Dakota State, and he made it a great one. Completing nearly 69% of his passes, Lance threw for over 2,700 yards with 28 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. He also added 1,100 yards and 14 touchdowns on the ground. That season earned him spots on numerous All-American teams and honors, including winning the Walter Payton Award and the Jerry Rice Award. Lance has a bit of a wind-up and can seem a little robotic in his drops at times, but his ability to throw the deep ball with ease, work the pocket to extend plays, and even win as a runner should make him a coveted prospect when he decides to declare for the NFL draft. Let's shift our focus to the offensive line now and take a look at left tackle Dillon Radunz. This first play is from the Montana State game, and we're going to take a look at his ability in pass protection. At the snap, he shows good quickness out of his stance with a good kick slide. At the point of attack, his hand placement is too high here, but he shows good length, leverage, and knee bend as he's still able to anchor. It's not an outstanding play by any means, but it's a solid overall rep to show a combination of his traits. Now let's get to where he really excels, and that's in the run game. This play is from the Northern Iowa game, and it's a power run. Now at the snap, he works from his tackle position down to help on the zero technique, and he not only helps but knocks him completely off his base. After he helps there, he shows very good awareness, body control, and redirect ability to work back in the opposite direction to get the linebacker. Unfortunately, the puller can't sustain his block, or this would have hit for a huge gain here. Sort of sticking with the theme of combo blocking to the second level, let's take a look at this final play, which is a wide zone run from the Illinois State game. Now at the snap, Radunz works on the 4 technique who's head up on him as he makes his way to the linebacker at the second level. Now after he gets a good shot in on the linebacker to knock him off balance, he continues to work on the 4 tech until the backside linebacker shows up. Radunz is able to get to him, then latch on and open up a crease to allow his running back up the sideline and then upfield for a huge gain. Radunz is an athlete at the tackle position, and this is a good example of it. Radunz started all 16 games at left tackle for the Bison in 2019 on his way to being named a consensus first-team All-American. He also helped block for an offensive attack that included a school record 4,600 rushing yards. Radunz tends to get the pad level a bit too high at times and will bend too much at the waist, but his combo blocking, body control to the second level, and ability to finish will help him make it at the next level. This is sure to be an exciting matchup of top FCS teams and prospects this weekend, especially with this being North Dakota State's only game of the fall and it possibly being Trey Lance's last collegiate game. Radunz and that offensive line should provide his quarterback with plenty of protection as Lance puts his deep ball ability on display, though he'll need to keep an eye out for where Rochelle is at all times and not look his way too often. Make sure to go get the SIS Football Rookie Handbook or register for a free trial in the SIS DataHub to see all of these stats and more for every player, and also tune in each week to the Off the Charts podcast. Thanks for watching SIS Film Breakdowns.